Welcome to Bubba's podcast.
Bienvenidos, primas, primos. Ya iba a decir bambinos y bambinas.
Oh,
Porque babos,
oh,
bambinas. I don't know.
Bambino. That's an
Yeah.
Italian slang, no?
I don't know, ¿sí? No sé si sea.
I don't know.
Pero esa es la razón que le pusimos babos podcast.
Okay.
Porque así me decían, el señor nos decía bambinos.
Oh,
El supervisor o el manager, no el supervisor, el patrón.
mhm.
Nos decía bambinos y por eso es que así le pusimos.
Ah,
En el otro canal que tengo de YouTube, siempre que empiezo, I don't know if you know this, pero tengo otro canal que hablo de las criptomonedas, hablo de Bitcoin
oh,
ahora.
nice. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, tengo otro canal. I usually upload every single day. I mean, Monday through Friday.
Mhm.
Pero si estoy ocupado, pues nomás every once in a while. Estoy dando update del mercado. Y cuando empiezo, digo bienvenidos, bambinas y bambinos.
Ah, okay.
Iba a decir eso ahorita, ya lo dije, right? Pero no era la intención, nomás se me salió. Bienvenido, Mark, ¿cómo estás?
Hey, man, very good. Very good. It's a beautiful day.
Bien.
Been enjoying it so far. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, bro.
How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Nice day outside.
Mm-hmm.
Y ya bien, estos son los últimos días bonitos, porque ya viene la calor.
Oh, yeah.
Ya viene mayo, y cuando viene mayo, ya es mayo, junio, julio, agosto, es cuando están bien calientes. So, ahorita estamos disfrutando.
It always feels like the most aggressive seasons last longer, huh? Like the cold is really cold,
Yeah.
hot, really hot. Feels like the middle, like fall and spring, doesn't really last as long as we like it to. It's
No.
okay.
Yeah. Yo creo que Florida es uno de los lugares más bonitos para vivir en cuanto a
Throughout the year.
clímica.
Mhm.
Yeah. Clímica, hoy nomás.
Clímica, okay.
El clima.
Mhm.
Y también a California.
Mhm.
Es uno de los lugares más chidos para vivir. Por el tiempo del clima, creo que es muy bonito el clima. Pero ahorita estábamos hablando del climate change.
Yeah, climate change.
What do you think about that?
It changes, all right. It
Yeah.
changes, gets hot, gets cold.
Yeah.
In regards to how would you say it? Humanity's influence, right?
Yeah.
I think we have some impact on it, but I don't think it's as drastic as they say it to be, you know?
Yeah. Y ahorita estamos platicando de eso, y la ironía de la vida es que las personas que lo están promoviendo
Mhm.
vuelan en sus aviones privados.
Yeah. Yeah, that's there's always those
People.
people.
Yeah.
People who want to preach the loudest, yeah, they don't
Son los que hacen
practice
menos.
it themselves, right?
Yeah. Porque estaba viendo al CDO de BlackRock. No sé si sepas quién es BlackRock.
No. Oh, BlackRock, yeah.
Yeah.
An investing company.
Yeah.
Something?
Pero esos primos literalmente tienen, o sea, todos los productos que nosotros compramos, aquí creo que es el 65% o 75% de todo lo que tú compras, ellos son dueños de eso.
Yeah.
Y el,
That's crazy.
y el primo, el CEO, Jerry o Larry, es el presidente de la compañía, right?
Yeah.
Y él está diciendo acerca del climate change. Y alguien en Twitter lo puso videos de él, o sea, hizo como un short de los videos, y está diciendo este primo, o no dijo este primo, pero está diciendo Larry, a todos los lugares donde va, llega en avión privado. Él no se sube en un vuelo comercial. No, o sea, ya tiene, I don't know how many years, que vuela en avión privado. A cualquier lugar que va, vuela en avión privado. Y él es el que está diciendo que tenemos que cambiar. Y dice el muchacho que lo puso, debes tú empezar a volar en avión comercial, y lo taqueó. Y no, obvio, si bien no le iba a contestar, ¿verdad?
Mhm.
Pero la ironía de la vida, que en veces quieres cambiar algo y tú no haces nada por eso.
Yeah.
Ahorita estabas tú hablando del del presidente Barack Obama, ¿cómo se llamaba ese señor que estabas hablando ahorita?
John Kerry.
Ajá.
Yeah. He was one of the ones, climate change activists, I guess you can consider him.
Yeah.
Going around the world doing the same, but he was also flying private. Yeah, I think it's, if you truly believe it. Oh, I remember hearing this one point. They were saying, okay, one of the points from climate change activists is that the United States will be like flooded, right, or something like that. All
Yeah.
the states off the coast will eventually get flooded. But there was this one who pointed it out. If that were true, then that means that all these insurance companies wouldn't cover homes that were near the coast
Oh, yeah?
for such reason. Or why would real estate companies invest in properties near the coast
Yeah.
if that's the truth, right? Because they're eventually going to be underwater
Exacto.
if they're
Yeah.
the ones announcing to the world that it's going to get flooded within the next 5 years or
Yeah.
whatever, world's going to end. I've seen a couple of congressmen, women, men and women, who share posts that they have to take back because
Yeah.
they were there. Oh yeah, we're going to be uh, flooded within the next year or 2 years,
Yeah.
whatever. And then they have to retract it because
No es cierto.
yeah, it's
A mí, yo,
eventually.
yo creo que sí se está revirtiendo, o sea, sí estamos teniendo un cambio en el mundo, pero es
Mhm.
parte del mundo, me imagino. I mean, creo que si vas a donde está en Arcántica,
Antarctica.
ya, ándale
Hmm.
eso. Si vas allí, no puedo decirlo en español, en inglés, por las fallas. Si vas a ese lugar, se mira donde realmente el frío, o no el frío, el hielo se está derritiendo. So, sí está pasando. Pero a mí no estoy discutiendo eso. Lo que yo, o sea, la ironía de la vida que las personas están diciendo eso son las personas que
Hmm.
hacen menos. Hace como una semana o 2 semanas salió la noticia que Amsterdam, ¿sí se llama así? Amsterdam,
Amsterdam.
ya,
Hmm.
están haciendo una huelga porque ya no quieren que vuelen aviones privados ahí. Porque la mayoría de gente
What
que
is the
va,
what is the huelga?
huelga a, ¿cómo se dice huelga en inglés?
That's what I'm
¿Huelga?
asking.
¿Cómo se dice huelga en inglés?
What is it? What does he do? Is it for boats,
No,
cars? What?
es cuando, la tengo aquí, pero no, o sea, si tú la dices sé qué es, pero no,
Teleportation device.
no, cuando vas a, como lo que hicieron
He parachute.
con Donald Trump el día 6 de enero.
A protest?
Una protest, ya, ahí go. Esa es una huelga. Pues, no, ¿cómo se dice en inglés?
Audience is talking.
Ya sé. ¿Cómo se dice en inglés?
Protest?
Ya, protesta. Pues es una protesta.
Yeah.
Y huelga es lo mismo que protesta.
Okay.
O
Oh, okay.
nomás son
I thought they were constructing
no,
something like a
Son,
a port.
ya. No, son diferentes palabras.
Okay.
Ya. Pero estaban haciendo una huelga
Hmm.
en Amsterdam, donde
To
no,
get rid of an airport,
ya, no private jet.
private jets.
Ya.
Oh.
Porque la mayoría de gente que va allí es gente que tiene dinero. Entonces, vuela. La que vive allí vuela en aviones privados y la que llega allí llega en aviones privados. Y estaban diciendo que no querían que ya querían que dejaran que no volaran aviones privados.
Mhm.
Pero imagínate que tú tienes tu avión privado y no
Mhm.
puedas volarlo.
Mhm. Yeah, the hypocrisy is real. Same for uh this may be a touchy subject, but it's a real one
Yeah,
that we encounter here in the States, which is like with guns, right?
yeah,
One of the deals is okay, the ones who are speaking out against it, again, okay, you're out against it, then don't depend on it.
yeah,
And like celebrities and government officials and things like that, they comfortably say that because they have security who are well equipped,
exacto. Sí, sí.
you know. And I understand why there are parents who are against guns,
Yeah,
and I also understand the parents who are for guns because again they do deter. It's just the one who possesses it that
yeah,
makes a difference. You know, and so it's like I've heard that argument where okay, if we use guns to protect our government officials and the celebrities, why can't we use them for our children?
exacto.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
and that's the thing is Guns have always been around. You look at a prison, they strip you of everything and
Yeah,
they still kill people.
yeah, correcto.
I think in the UK they went from, yeah, they disarmed their citizens, and now they're asking them to turn in their knives. I think I'm not sure
Oh,
if it's still up there, but they're giving like donation, like a box, like turn in your knives kind of thing.
yeah,
I saw it some time ago. I'm not even sure if they're still doing it or not, but they were setting up boxes in public for you to not own a knife. I think bigger than like 10 inches or something like that. I
okay,
don't know. Don't take the numbers to be for a word, but um, yeah. And I'm like, again, you people, unfortunately, if they want to kill someone, they'll find any way to
yeah,
do it.
yeah,
And prisons are exactly
yeah,
an example of that. You know, you strip them of guns, strip them of knives, strip them of anything metal.
lápiz, tijeras,
They will find a way. They
yeah,
will make some kind of deadly weapon with a carton of milk.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. Y es que esa es una,
milk carton.
yeah.
Milk carton.
Ya, correcto, es una línea muy delgadita,
It is.
like, es muy delgadita porque si te vas por un lado, te vas para el otro lado, o sea, te puedes ir de un extremo a otro extremo. Pero a mí yo no estoy, like, en contra o a favor
Mhm.
de las pistolas, pero creo que es bueno tener una. Yo no tengo,
Mhm.
mis papás nunca nos dejaron tener pistolas ni navajas,
Mhm.
like, nadie de nosotros tenemos navajas. Y el trabajo que hacemos nosotros sí se ocupa en veces una navaja, en veces tienes que cortar algo y no, es navaja.
Mhm.
Entonces, no estoy diciendo que es bueno traer o no traer, pero mi argumento es si, como decías tú, si vas a matar a alguien o si van a herir a alguien, lo van a hacer de cualquier forma.
Mhm.
No importa si las tengas o no las tengas.
Yeah.
Pero una cosa sí estoy seguro o no estoy seguro, pero nomás en mi opinión es que, am, pues, lo que se me hace muy chistoso es esto. So, estoy en un punto bueno y un punto malo, ¿ok? So, mira, el punto bueno es que pues cualquier persona puede sacar una pistola, ¿verdad? O puede comprar una pistola.
Not exactly.
Pero después de 18 años para arriba, sí.
There's some vetting in it,
Yeah,
right? To my knowledge.
okey.
And I say this because I worked at one point for a company that was contracted
Yeah,
by a federal
nice.
department,
Yeah,
right? That did the background checks.
okey.
So I know for a fact that they don't just lend out,
Yeah,
I mean, give you permission to buy a gun.
yeah. Pero okey, go ahead.
There's certain time frames. Um, last time I heard about it because I was at the call center,
Yeah,
right? And I was just, they do a thorough background check and everything, even other people handling this sensitive information. But they would, the the person, the company, the business that's selling
yeah,
the guns, right? They will they have to contact the federal government
okey,
and they process their applications, and the government has a certain amount of time to respond.
okey.
If they don't respond by a certain amount of time, which I believe is 2 days, if I'm not mistaken, 2 days, they don't respond within 48 hours with an approval or
For the client.
yeah, then the shop has a right to proceed with the sale.
Okey.
But the government is really good at
Yeah.
responding.
No, yeah, yeah,
Once you call, they give you an answer right then and there.
yeah.
If they decline, they turn you down. That's when that 48-hour time starts
Okey.
to give you a reason as to why.
Pues,
they decline.
okey, okey.
Mhm.
Pero si vas a la Walmart, sí puedes comprar una rifle, ¿no? Una pistola, like, no es pistola, pistola.
No, so it depends on the company, their policy.
Okey,
They run the background check. You have to sign off. You have to fill in an application.
yeah,
Then they run it with the federal government,
okey.
by the federal government. They get the green light to proceed. Some people, we would get like the more smaller shops, they would call right then and there. They have a customer there waiting,
Okey, yeah,
and they would call and they would give them all the information.
nice,
And
okey.
then we would say yes or no.
Okay. Ya, porque no, la razón que yo que decía eso o que estaba diciendo eso era porque para pescar tienes que tener licencia.
Yes.
Y si no tienes licencia, Like, alguien estuvo haciendo una comparación. Es más difícil sacar la licencia para pescar que tener una pistola. Like, es más fácil que tener una pistola a que tener una licencia para pescar.
Okay.
Entonces,
So
obvio que no tengo todos los detalles, right?
yeah.
No tengo all the details para explicarlo bien, porque no soy el que hizo ese video. Pero ese muchacho lo estaba diciendo y se me hizo muy interesante que dijo, es más difícil para mí ir a sacar una licencia de pescar, que literalmente no voy a hacer nada más que ir a pescar, y con la otra sí puedo hacer, puedo hacer un desastre. Ahora, creo que también una de las cosas que él dijo, él estaba dando el punto y él estaba diciendo, yo estoy a favor de las pistolas, pero nomás la ironía, otra vez, la ironía de la vida es que batallé más para sacar mi licencia de pescar que para ir a ganar una pistola.
Well, it's the same thing as, you know, it's just a matter of convenience,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, there's more people trying to buy guns than I think trying to fish.
Well, I don't know in Texas, pero estamos igual, right? Texas tiene de los dos.
I rarely run into a person who likes to fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ahí en la iglesia hay muchos.
There's some, right?
Yeah.
But there's more people, it's a matter of protection. It's like more people buy gasoline because they need it
Exacto.
than they do buy sweets, for example.
Yeah. No.
Oh, it's so much easier to buy gasoline or sweets or whatever. I don't know how you do it. But what I'm saying is it's more of convenience, Okay, well, what system is set in place for it? Why? Because the other one is so urgent. People depend on it for their safety.
Yeah.
You
Pero esa es la pregunta que yo tengo, bro. ¿El gobierno trabaja para nosotros o nosotros? La pregunta es, ¿el gobierno trabaja para nosotros o nosotros trabajamos para el gobierno?
Well, that's the thing that's kind of the reason you have the Second Amendment. That's kind of the reason why you have the right to bear arms, is because don't trust the government kind of
Exacto.
thing.
And like, that's my point. O sea, sí que no estoy a favor ni en contra. Simplemente, si tú quieres tener pistola, nosotros tenemos un joven del distrito. Si él oye, él va a saber quién es él.
But but in a way, then you are for it.
No, definitely, yeah.
Because to be for it is to say you have the option.
Yeah.
The other argument is you shouldn't have the option because there's so much.
No, just.
That's the thing. A criminal's going to do what a criminal does. Yeah. You think they obey the laws to begin with? No.
Por así son criminales.
That's why they're criminals.
Like,
you set up rules. The people who obey rules are going to abide by them.
Yeah, exactly.
And the people who don't will continue not.
Aquí en el circo hay un muchacho que everywhere, donde va él trae su pistola. Estaba en EYA y él trae su pistola allí.
Oh my gosh.
¿Sabes? Literalmente la tenía allí. Obvio que tiene permiso.
What's his name? No, kidding.
Pero si él lo escucha, los muchachos que lo conocen, they know who it is. Y está bien el muchacho, o sea.
Put it in the comments. No, I'm kidding. No, don't.
Pero a lo que voy es que, o sea, él trae su pistola y no afecta nada.
Yeah.
Pero si llega a pasar algo.
So see, go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
Si él llega a pasar algo, tiene con qué defenderse. Llega a llegar un loco allí y todos, señor.
Sí.
Pero él es obvio que es una persona que está entrenada.
Yeah.
So, no es una persona que nomás. Pero a lo que voy es que si nosotros dejamos que, y vuelvo a la pregunta, si nosotros dejamos que el gobierno nos controle, porque no debería de ser así. El gobierno no debería de controlarnos. Y parece que nosotros trabajamos para el gobierno.
Yeah, especially now that everyone done either already finished or is working on their taxes.
Yeah.
You look at that.
Yeah.
How much they keep from your.
Me tocó pagar a mí.
That's not a
lot of money.
That's not. That's when you realize, hey, something don't look right here.
Yeah. Y es chistoso.
I agree, contribute, but I think sometimes it's an abuse. To some extent, it's like, all right, that's enough now.
Yeah.
When you have enough to go give away and you see these programs that they're funding, it's like, I didn't sign up on them.
Yo no firmé eso. No voté por
There's
eso.
this one congressman who pointed out some of the ridiculous programs that are being financed through our taxes. Studies about whether certain insects or animals, how they reproduce under the influence of certain drugs or something like that. It's like, why are we financing these
Y no son $1,000.
experiments. No, it's
Or,
millions.
yeah, hundreds
My
and hundreds of
gosh.
millions.
It's like, wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, the government, I mean, it is what it is. One of the things I was talking about, but going back to the gun topic,
Yeah.
uh, feel free to feel free to change it when you like.
Yeah.
But it, I think we just need the biggest issue is obviously like the person themselves, right?
Yeah.
It's a spiritual issue ultimately. It comes down to a
No.
spiritual issue
Yeah.
because guns again have always been around. I remember there was this one story I read um, about a school back in early 1900s. One of the sports was marksmanship,
Okay.
where you take your gun and you practice your shooting.
Oh,
That was one of
nice.
the sports.
Like back in the day.
Yeah, it's like high school students
Yeah.
were able to take their rifles to school
Oh, wow.
to
I don't know.
practice that
Yeah.
sport. And then one day they received a threat, and that
Oh.
a kid was going to shoot some students, and the students took their guns, and some waited outside, standing guard,
Oh,
and nothing
wow.
ever happened,
Yeah. Sí, sí, claro. Ya sabían todos
right?
cómo. Yeah.
And how you mentioned like uh, the one gentleman
Yeah.
who took his for safety, because again, it is a large Christian gathering,
Yeah.
and nowadays, and
You just never know how many.
person, it's no matter of I respect your opinion, I respect
Yeah.
your voice, and no, it's I don't like you, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
It's gotten to that extreme. We can't even hear each other out,
Yeah.
and so I completely understand why he would do something like that.
Yeah. Un saludo para ese primo que nos está escuchando.
And that's the thing is, which one this is I don't know, I'm not 100% sure where I stand on this, but how would you feel? What would you prefer? No one have guns and only the bad guy gets a gun, or everyone has a gun?
Not everybody.
Everybody have a
Yeah.
gun,
Yeah.
because then the bad guy, right, would think twice. Like, I don't know if they have a gun or not.
Exactly.
Kind of like the Wild West, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No sabes,
Everyone had a gun.
no sabes en qué momento te vas a escapar un gallo o una.
Yeah.
Like,
And
yeah.
now you go to a place that they have strict gun laws,
Yeah.
strict rules. You're more likely to target them because that's what criminals do.
Yeah.
They find the weak points, right? They find where
Yeah.
it's easier to either rob, steal.
Yeah. O como en las escuelas. Like,
Schools, the most vulnerable places.
exacto, porque nomás hay un policía. Like, yo me acuerdo en la high school.
Mhm.
There was only one, nomás había uno.
Yeah.
No había más. Donde llegaras, donde ese primo hubiera caído, todos los
Mhm.
demás estábamos también caídos.
Yeah.
Porque no había mucha seguridad.
Mhm.
Entonces, pero ya, contestando a la pregunta, yo creo que es mejor que todos tengan.
Everyone have one.
Ya, en mi opinión. Obvio que hay unos más locos que otros, pero,
Yeah.
pero no, no me gustaría, pero yo preferiría que todos
Correct.
tuviéramos.
Because at the end of the day, no one should want to kill someone else.
Ya, eso es.
Even that's another sensitive topic.
Yeah.
Does it justify you killing someone in defense or to protect someone, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we shouldn't be wanting to take someone's life
Yeah.
ever.
Eso es puro,
Mhm.
es muy, eso ya debe ser muy mal dentro de ti. Like,
Of course,
es
value
algo,
life.
yeah.
God
Man,
called us
es
to
tan bonita la
value.
vida, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so beautiful. Like, I know que tenemos a veces problemas, pero es parte de.
Yeah. To value life. And that's another thing which leads to one of the biggest issues is, getting rid of God,
yeah,
taking him out of the picture really devalues the human,
yeah,
because God is the one who gives purpose to life.
yeah,
Without him, your only other option is to say this is all by chance. This is you just happen to be here.
yeah.
Living
your life.
evolution or things like that.
Yeah,
And now it really is a matter of opinion. There is no right or wrong.
yeah.
right? Because who's to say? Who's to say? Who you say? No, it is right there. Okay, why? How?
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
when
dame
we
una
have
razón.
God as a believer, as Christians, right?
Yeah.
We're able to say this is wrong because God says it's wrong. This is right because God says it's right.
Yeah.
And so without God, you're left to my opinion versus your opinion.
Yeah.
Who can produce a better argument? But even then, your arguments are not based on a solid point.
Yeah.
It's still at the end of the day just your opinion.
Yeah, exacto.
um, and I think that's the issue. I think that's the issue why a lot of violence is taking place, because people are removing God from
Yeah.
everything.
De todos lados.
Everything.
Y esa es la nación que estaba basado todo en Dios. ¿Qué dice el dólar?
In God we trust.
Ya, claro. Y ahorita parece que ya no. Es triste como... Yo me acuerdo antes, o bueno, a mí no me tocó todavía, pero antes las escuelas siempre oraban.
Yes.
Y ahorita ya no. I mean,
No.
nomás es un momento de silencio.
Even then, they're that can be considered controversial because they're praying, people are praying or whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
You hear that? It sounds like a waterfall.
Yeah.
It's Margarito por the
una,
street.
una fuente. Ahora no sé si lo alcanzaban a escuchar, pero me imagino que sí. Si yo lo escuchaba, sí lo van a escuchar. No, it's alright. Pero
That is
sí.
good, my brother. What is that? Oh, LaCroix. How do you pronounce it? LaCroix. Oh,
A Margarito le gustan esos.
LaCroix. No, I'm good, thank you. Then I'm gonna be burping and everything.
Pero ya no, es un topic que es muy, muy interesante y pues cada quien... pero bueno, al punto es que realmente si mueves a Dios del centro, ahí es donde vienen los problemas. O sea, realmente creo que... porque hay personas o hay hermanos que están en la iglesia y que también tienen sus pistolas, pero no dejan... Pero aún eso no quiere decir que si tienes una pistola no crees en Dios o no. No, pero creo que ahí es donde podemos ver cuántas balaceras ha visto aquí en Estados Unidos. Han pasado más balaceras que días en el año. Y nada.
Yeah.
Y eso está
Oh
muy...
wow, wait.
Ya.
There's been more shootings than days in the year.
Ajá.
Oh, I can imagine.
That's sad.
All the violence in the neighborhoods.
Ya, es muy triste cómo han pasado más balaceras que ni siquiera días del año. Es triste eso. Pero volvemos, ahí no es las pistolas, ahí creo que nos estamos alejando de Dios, no nomás.
Yeah, because again, they've always been around.
Ya,
What changed?
ya, no ha cambiado
Our
nada.
culture.
Sí, y la cultura, y ahorita la cultura es muy diferente. La cultura de hace 10 años a 20 años cambia. La cultura de los 2000 a los 2010 y luego ahora con la pandemia 2020 va a ser otra historia. La pandemia nos cambió a todos de una u otra forma.
Yeah. It's a little sad, scary, exciting even.
Yeah.
I can say. Because you really are beginning to see whenever the Bible talks about, good will become bad.
Yeah.
Bad will become good in the eyes of people. And that's what we're saying now.
Yeah.
To be conservative is now frowned upon or looked down upon by the popular.
Yeah.
What's popular. And it's sad. And I say exciting because these are the birth pains that we're told about of God's return. And so that's why I say excited.
Yeah. Y el futuro es muy emocionante. Yo creo que sí es muy emocionante. Ahí vienen tantas cosas bonitas, pero también vienen cosas malas. Pero pues ya sabemos lo malo que viene.
Yeah. Our role is really just to keep stay Christ-centered.
Yeah.
And share it with as many people, because that's the key to true happiness.
Yeah.
Because even in the worst of days, you find peace in knowing you have that salvation. You have Christ. And so yeah, I'm not sure if you want to continue on this discussion.
Which one? Es que hay tantas cosas que podemos hablar. Ahorita estamos hablando de otro punto, pero nos cambiamos a otra vez para atrás. Estábamos hablando de... Ah, no, we're talking about. Estamos hablando de algo y lo regresamos otra vez para atrás. Am, pero una de las cosas que quería también, de lo que estamos hablando del gobierno, estamos hablando del gobierno, de lo que está pasando con que están todas las gentes o todos los países están dejando el dólar.
Oh, yeah.
También ahorita estamos hablando, dije, si no lo hablamos, acabamos el podcast y lo dije, no hablamos de eso.
Mhm.
Am, y a mí ahí viene una aplicación o viene un sistema a Estados Unidos. No sé si la gente sepa, pero no sé si sabías tú, que se va a llamar el FedNow. Y eso lo que va a pasar es que vamos a poder hacer transacciones entre bancos a bancos inmediatamente. Ahorita lo podemos hacer con SEO, pero es todo nomás, no tenemos otra cosa más. Pero ahí es donde viene la CBDC, lo que están trabajando todos los gobiernos, donde van a poder controlar todo el dinero, todo el dinero.
One World Bank.
Ya. Y allí eso me da miedo, bro. Porque si tú ves, no me acuerdo cuántas páginas son, pero son muchísimas páginas de lo que se va a cracar o lo que se va a cracar. Y están diciendo allí que nomás que no vas a poder transferir más de $24,000. Es todo lo que vas a poder transferir. Obvio, y yo sé que a lo mejor no tenemos $25,000, pero esto es lo malo, que te van a limitar a que no puedas transferir más de $25,000. $25,000 no es nada. O sea, sí es mucho, pero no es nada. Obvio que, y la razón que lo están haciendo así es que en un futuro, como en Europa, los euros en Europa, solamente puedes mover $3,000, que es like como $4,000.
Really?
Yeah. Entonces, en todo el mes.
Oh my gosh.
So, es una cosa muy loca. I mean, yo sé que ahorita estamos hablando de finanzas, obvio, no de finanzas, pero de los gobiernos.
Mhm.
So, Estados Unidos es 24 o $25,000. En Europa es $4,000. Y lo malo de eso es que el gobierno va a poder decir en qué puedes gastar tu dinero y en qué no lo puedes gastar. Y pueden cerrar tus cuentas. Ahorita también pueden cerrar mis cuentas, ¿verdad? Pero cuando una vez que eso se instale, va a ser mucho más fácil cerrar las cuentas de las personas.
Mhm.
Porque ahora ellos van a tener el control del dinero.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that?
Control. What was it? I think Ford. Was it Ford? Some motor company announced that they were trying to add a feature to their car so that they can shut it down if you missed a payment or something like
No.
that. Yeah.
I mean, I think maybe ya puedes hacerlo, ¿no?
Well, I'm sure they can if they wanted to, but
Yeah.
it would be illegal
Sí,
because they're
yeah.
not telling you, hey, you can do this. We can do this if you don't pay.
Yeah.
But
Pero eso es lo malo del gobierno o de las leyes, que ponen las letras.
see, the fine print, they
Yeah.
fine print everything.
Yeah.
I think I heard that supposedly they were saying that they were telling Tesla to shut down the cars in Russia.
Okay.
They're being sold in Russia.
Yeah.
In part of the whole the
Ukraine.
sanctions and all that against Russia.
Yeah.
But again, it is raising like, hey, they can do it to them. They can do it to us,
¿Y qué dijo mi tío Elon Musk? Dijo, no, como creen.
Yeah.
Ese primo es something else, bro.
He's based.
Like,
It's the
hay mucha gente. De
It's,
todas las personas que nosotros o que tú has conocido, ¿cuál es la persona más increíble para ti?
Jesus.
No, ya. Ya ni Jesus, pero aparte de Jesús y aparte de.
Okay. I thought this was a test.
No. Aparte de Jesús y de Mateo y de todos ellos, todos los apóstoles.
My dad. Okay. Besides my dad,
Yo,
anyone
yeah.
we know. Besides anyone we know
Yeah.
or have inspired us, right? Elon Musk is quite impressive.
Yeah.
He's quite impressive, and his work ethic.
Yeah.
He seems very ambitious and very, hey, you know, the whole thing when he took over Twitter and eliminated like I don't know how much of the staff, but
Yeah.
a large portion of the staff because he found like what is their purpose?
What are
I
you guys
think
doing
some of
here?
these people were sharing like what they were doing,
Yeah.
vlogging like oh they working at Twitter and all they were doing was eating,
Drinking coffee.
drinking coffee, chilling in one of their break rooms, playing foosball, pool
Yeah.
table. They had a meeting, which was basically in a conference room and then back to whatever they were else
Yeah.
going for another break, another. So he was doing a lot of cutting back on a lot of costs.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a businessman, right? He has to make up for the large expense he just made.
$44 billion.
And so soon after, these other companies started doing the same thing,
Yeah.
right? What was it? Amazon started cutting back on a lot of
Facebook.
Facebook. Oh,
Que ahora
but
se llama
I
Mata.
feel like they just took advantage of the spotlight being on Twitter
Yeah, correcto.
while they started doing their cutbacks. But
Yeah.
it's, yeah. Then they start going out against capitalism and things like that.
Yeah.
Capitalism, at the end of the day, it's brought. I feel there's more pros than cons than capitalism than any other form of
Yeah.
uh, economy.
Para ti, cuál es más? ¿Qué piensas de Jay Bezos? De Jay Bezos.
Pesos?
El
Oh, Jeff
Jeff
Bezos.
Bezos, yeah.
Uh,
Like,
Amazon
yeah,
or Amazon. Amazon.
Amazing, how much, yeah.
No, I saw this one
Amazon.
video. Some lady was pronouncing amazing,
Amazing, yes,
and
how much.
the I think the daughter of the son took out the phone to record. What's that, mom? She's like, amazing.
Y
She's like,
que-
who? Who? Amazing. And he shows it as an Amazon
Yes, how much.
logo.
Puras
Like,
fallas.
Dad, come on.
Pero como él no es, o sea, es una persona que, pues, obvio, en un punto fue el más rico del mundo, right?
Hmm.
No es como que es una persona que no sabe lo que está haciendo.
Of course.
Pero de entre él, Elon Musk y el que creó la manzanita, ¿cómo se llama?
Steve Jobs.
Ya. De todos ellos, ¿cuál es la persona más increíble para ti?
Out of those three, I would have to go with Elon.
Elon. Yeah.
Yeah, he, especially right now, him using his platform so far, he's used it uh, to promote a lot of
Freedom of speech.
valuable, which principles that I value very
Yeah.
much.
Mm.
He's displayed some
Yeah.
similar values, and so recently he showed his dissatisfaction with parents who proceed with letting their child go through gender transitions,
Yeah.
transitioning genders, and that's a very sad thing to see.
Yeah.
Again, there was this one mother who was trying to justify it, and I'm not shy in showing my views when it comes to that. When it
Yeah.
comes to children,
Yeah.
because children are the most innocent beings,
Yeah.
and uh, it's a very dangerous thing to do when you start to blur that line
Yeah.
of what not to mess with. Because adults,
We already know.
we know better. It's just
Yeah.
us being sinful human beings.
Yeah.
Children, that's when their minds are being formed. They're being taught what's good and what's bad.
Yeah.
They don't even have to be taught. They grow with it. We were designed with that
Yeah.
automatically. Some things just need further clarification.
Yeah.
And one parent who was trying to justify the transition and saying, oh, well, they started saying they don't like this, they don't like that. At the end of the day, you have to say, okay, but that doesn't mean you're not a boy or a girl, right?
Yeah.
And it got to the point, okay, now the child's going to choose their new name. And the
Right.
child was saying they wanted to change their name to, I think it was Greece. And the parent tells the child, oh, they're trying to say some other name. Because the parent knew that obviously their name wasn't going to be Greece, because when they grow older, they're going to realize Greece is not a good name.
Yeah.
But they miss the fact of you're doing that now with their gender. They're saying something now.
Yeah.
How do you know when they grow older
Yeah.
they're not going to? And there are testimonies from people who grow up and they're like, why did my parents let me do this?
Yeah.
Right?
Porque
And
no.
they've tried to detransition. And that's the thing, is a lot of these doctors try to promote it as it's reversible. It's like, what? You're messing with the chemicals in your
Yeah.
body.
No.
What do you mean it's reversible? Okay, maybe you can stop doing it,
Yeah.
and suppose your body's supposed to get back to normal.
Yeah.
But your mind, your life experiences, you can't erase that from your mind,
No.
you know? The depression, the suicidal thoughts that
Yeah.
lingered or still do.
Y ahí va, otra vez volvemos, ahí es donde empiezas a dejar a Dios.
Yes, bro.
Lo quitas de en medio de ti. Y una vez que empiezas a quitar a Dios de en medio, empiezas a hacer tus propias ideas, empiezas a cambiar todo lo que has aprendido y dejas a Dios a un lado.
That is another sign that God's returning soon, because
Yeah.
you see in scripture where God brings judgment near or during the time that that's taking place,
Yeah.
where they begin to offer up their children as sacrifices, you know?
Oh, yeah. So sad.
And you see these clinics, these abortion clinics.
Yeah.
It's, again, that's another sensitive topic,
Yeah.
abortion, right? But it's one we must address. And honestly, that is, in a way, devaluing human life. It
Yeah.
is. That's what it is. Because to say out of convenience, you can just get rid of a child.
Yeah.
I'm not going to even touch bases on the other instances,
Yeah.
which I still don't find justifiable.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is being promoted as, yeah, you should have the decision to do it out of convenience.
Yeah. ¿Y qué creíste?
Yeah.
I mean, cada quien, ¿verdad? Creo que cada quien tiene su opinión,
Mm-hmm.
pero basado en lo que nosotros creemos, pues es muy diferente la opinión.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
There's no arguing there.
No. O sea, no es como que puedes practicarlo en medio, es como que, pues tal vez sí, no, es un sí o es un no.
Yeah.
Es literalmente lo que es así. Y es un topic demasiado sensible.
Mm-hmm.
Si te vas para un lado es otro, y si te vas para el otro, pues es para el otro.
Mm-hmm.
Pero creo que la palabra pues no miente.
Mm-hmm.
La palabra de Dios es la palabra de Dios y aunque quieramos cambiarla, no podemos cambiarla. La palabra de Dios no cambia y siempre es así. De cualquier forma que tú lo veas, siempre va a ser así.
Mm-hmm.
Entonces, lo que cambia es el ser humano. Lo que cambia es la forma de pensar de los seres humanos. Es muy diferente lo que pensamos ahorita. Y imagínate en 10 años, en 20 años, cómo vamos a pensar. Bro, ¿qué va a ser de nuestros hijos? Si Dios nos permite tener hijos. ¿Cómo vamos a crearlos? ¿Cómo vamos a hablar con ellos de todos estos? Y ahorita que ya son cosas, son puntos sensibles, ¿te imaginas de 5 a 10, 15, 20 años? ¿Cómo va a ser?
Yeah.
No,
just that is worrisome. But I think as long as you're maintain your faith,
yeah,
you keep your faith, watch over your children, do whatever you got to do to protect them from being exposed or being influenced by those negative philosophies, because it ruins people's lives.
Yeah.
And it's just it's sad. And I know before there was that saying of, homeschooling a child will affect them in the way they they interact.
Yeah, with people.
With people.
Yeah.
And now it's like
Yo creo que
the concern is I'm not sure I want them to interact with people, people who are being influenced by demonic influences. That's basically what it is. I mean,
y lo están permitiendo y cada vez lo están haciendo más
think about it.
Público.
Yeah, teachers are putting themselves out there like, yeah, this is what I teach your students, your kids. This is what I teach my students. There is no
So sad.
American flag. Even like just getting patriotic, like about your nationalism, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, not even the American flag. It's a pride flag or something that's very, again, about things that kids have no, they have no business discussing with kids.
No.
Right?
Y luego en la escuela es cuando estás más vulnerable como niño.
Yeah.
Tú vas a aprender y tu mente está agarrando todo lo que recibe, todo lo que está
Yeah.
diciendo la maestra es, pues eso
That's a
está
fact.
bien,
Yeah.
ya.
That's,
Y luego llegan, y luego eso es lo más triste, que llegan los papás o llegan los niños de la escuela con sus papás y los papás no tienen tiempo de explicarles, hey, mijo, esto es lo que nosotros creemos. O esto es no simplemente eso, pero esto es lo que dice la Biblia.
yeah.
Es lo que nosotros estamos viviendo.
Mhm.
Y cuando eso no llega con los hijos, pues van creciendo y llegan a los 15, 16, 17 años. Ya cuando llegas a esa edad, ya estás todo distorsionado de la mente.
Yeah.
Porque
Think
en la
about it.
casa no hubo una enseñanza.
If you're left with them 8 hours a day, you're leaving your kids 8 hours a day
Ya.
under those influences.
¿Te imaginas el daño que está
5 days a
causando
week.
en su mente? Ahorita ya chico, creo que ya va a ser 4 días, o es 4 días already. Like
really?
only Monday through Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thursday.
Thursday, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
What do you say? Monday? Yeah. Monday through Thursday. Yeah. Friday, no more.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Chico, I think Chico is doing in minimum wage. He's doing too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
They're only doing
And what
4.
was the reason for that?
No sé.
No?
Sí, lo leí, pero no sé.
Oh, okay.
No me acuerdo, perdón, no me acuerdo. Creo que era por las juntas.
They just didn't find it necessary. Let's just do 4.
Yeah, y
Saves
querían,
us on
yeah,
costs.
exacto, y también querían ver si era más productivo
Oh,
que los
okay.
niños estuvieran poco menos en la escuela y fueran más productivos. Algo así. Pero
Yeah.
Chico es doing it. And
Oh,
minimum
wow.
wage is doing it. Y Chico, pues, ahí es donde tengo mi casa, en Chico.
Mhm.
So, that's
Hey.
good. Para los morritos, para los niños está beautiful. Pero sí creo que todo eso, dice la palabra, dice la Biblia que si instruyes al niño desde que es niño, no se le va a olvidar la palabra.
Oh.
Puede irse por un camino equivocado, pero no se le olvida. Tarde que temprano
Mhm.
llegas a donde empezaste.
Mhm.
Y creo que eso es lo bonito de la palabra de Dios, que no importa qué es lo que te desvíes, te va a traer, porque dice la Biblia, la palabra de Dios no es en vana. Llega y
Yeah.
hace algo en tu vida.
Mhm.
No importa, a lo mejor no es en el momento, pero siempre llega allí.
Yeah. Fulfills its purpose.
Yeah, y eso está
Amen.
beautiful. Y creo que ahorita hablábamos con Margarito de los dioses o del tipo de vida que vivimos nosotros y los de India, por así decirlo.
Mhm.
Ellos piensan totalmente diferentes, pero si nosotros estamos bien cimentados en la palabra de Dios, nos podemos desviar, porque sí pasa,
Mhm.
pero tarde que temprano llegamos otra vez a lo que se nos ha enseñado.
Mhm.
So, espero.
Yes.
Ese topic estuvo bueno.
Yeah.
¿Algo más que quieras hablar?
I'm sure I can come up with a couple other ones, but
Yeah, it's been a year almost
yeah.
desde que has estado aquí.
Yes.
So I'm glad that you're back.
Wow.
Estuvo chido. Me gustó ese episodio.
Yeah.
Este es el Mark que yo conozco.
Yeah.
En los otros episodios también estuvo muy chidos, pero este lo disfruté más.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for abrirte un poco más. Qué chido. Me da gusto que podamos platicar así más
Mhm.
cómodamente. Siempre lo hemos hecho. Siempre que no tenemos cámaras, estamos nos metemos más beautiful.
Yeah.
Pero es muy diferente estar grabando a no estar grabando. Probablemente lo van a escuchar 50, 100 personas,
Mhm.
pero nunca sabes en qué momento ese video o ese pedacito. Y luego lo malo de esto, bro, es que hay veces que cortan pedacitos de videos y esos son los que se hacen virales.
Yeah.
Y ahí es donde no tiene,
They
una
take
vez,
it out of context and
ya, y
everything.
lo malo y lo bueno de esto es que una vez que lo pones en internet, it's there forever.
It's there forever.
Ever, like, there's no way you can check it out. Like, o quitarlo o
I'll
apagarlo.
be honest. That's why on some at some the last times I was here,
Yeah,
the previous time
yeah,
occasions, I always have that in mind.
yeah.
Even just being in public
Sí,
too,
sí.
but because it'll
Yeah,
be in their minds forever. Yeah.
yeah,
But these topics of discussion for today, these are very important
yeah,
things that we have to touch bases on.
yeah. Y aunque nomás hablemos un poco de eso, se tienen que tocar.
Because honestly, a lot of what's happened right now is because we've been so shy to talk about it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
we don't want to offend somebody, but that's what happens whenever you're trying to play nice all
yeah.
the time.
No te preocupes, todo está
Yeah.
bien.
Oh yeah.
Ya me imagino Dios. ¿Qué
They'll
primo, qué
probably
estás haciendo? Ya me imagino cuando yo me estoy. No, no te preocupes, Dios te conoce. Y Dios allá pensando, hey, yo estoy pensando eso, primo. Yo ya te dije lo que tienes que hacer y tú estás allá suavizando las cosas.
Yeah.
Pero sí, es parte de cómo estamos ahorita. Creo que en veces nosotros mismos hemos tenido la culpa. Nosotros mismos estamos
Mhm.
suavizando las cosas.
Mhm.
Y cuando nomás, no tienes que suavizarlo, nomás decirlo. No importa, yo siempre he dicho esto, no importa lo que digas, es cómo lo dices. Yo te puedo regañar, una buena regañada, pero si te lo digo bien, lo vas a entender.
Yeah.
Y si te digo malas palabras y te empiezo a hacer cosas que no tengo que hacer, no vas a hacer mi caso. Y,
Yeah.
te voy a lastimar.
Mhm.
Entonces, no importa lo que digas, es cómo lo dices.
Yeah. Yeah. You can be. The truth doesn't always have to hurt in a
Yeah.
way, you know?
Yeah.
Some truth will hurt you just no matter how you say it.
Ya, correcto.
But there's some truth that you can communicate in a
Yeah.
better, calming way
Yeah.
that will still transmit the same message,
Yeah.
you know?
Y va a compartir lo mismo, no,
Mhm.
no vas a agregar ni vas a, pues, a lastimar a la persona. Pero ya, ¿cómo va el año? A lo que va del año para atrás. Ya llevamos casi medio año.
Yeah.
How's your year going?
Did I mention in my last one I got engaged?
No, I didn't. No, you
No?
didn't. No. Felicidades.
Yeah, I got engaged to Gabriela Vargas.
Beautiful, nice.
Yes.
Thank you for the invitation.
Amen.
And how was it? ¿Cómo es ese proceso?
Oh, it was awesome. So I had been telling her about some event in Dallas
Yeah.
prior to the engagement. Actually, while we were talking,
Nice.
right? So I told her, hey, I would like for us to go because they put on a performance and everything. It's very nice. And because I had taken my mom the year before.
Yeah.
So I had just mentioned, oh, it'd be nice for us to go this year together. And you can bring your mom too, you know? All right. And then came time to start thinking about, okay, she's the one, right?
Yeah.
Now, how am I going to pop the question? And I'm like, can't make it too obvious. I don't want to make it obvious. And I was like, well, I have been, and it is a nice place to go to. And outside, I know of this place, and it's a church and all this kind of stuff. I was like, this would be perfect because I'd been talking about it while we were talking.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I planned it. I asked you for assistance, right? I spoke to my parents beforehand. They had gotten to meet her. And then I had spoken to my pastor and I told him. And then I had spoken to, and then I was time to speak to her parents.
Yeah.
And then I asked for your help there and you helped me distract. Everything lined up pretty perfect.
Como si lo hubiéramos preparado en meses.
Yes, because I needed help. Like, how am I going to distract her? And then you come along and say, hey, bro, can you help me with the podcast on Sunday?
Yeah.
And I was like, that Sunday. Oh, that
So
Sunday. That Sunday that I wanted to speak with her parents, you tell me, hey, can you help me with the podcast? I was like, oh, perfect. That's how I can distract her. You know, hey, I'm going to, whatever. And so I ended up speaking to her parents that day and everything went well. Thank God.
Yeah.
And then the following week, that's when I told her parents, I was like, okay, well, now that you said yes, next weekend we're planning to go here. I want to ask her then.
Yeah.
And her mom was like, oh, okay, yeah, perfect. It's so funny because now I think yesterday we were talking about it, or
Yeah, yeah. No, day
day before
before we
yesterday, we were
have
talking
some
about how
tacos.
her mom had forgotten apparently that Sunday.
Yeah, o sea, she almost screwed up. Like, ya mero
Yeah.
la regaba. I was
You're
like, no.
like, you're trying to take her away, and she's like, what'd you leave it for?
Ya, like, vamos a comer alitas, déjanos ir. Y la mamá, she was like, no, ¿para qué se quieren ir si aquí hay comida?
Yeah.
Like that, right? Like, ella había Silvia. Like, cállate, que la vas a descubrir, prima. Y no, al último sí nos dejamos venir, pues luego.
Yes. So, oh yeah, and then later on, yeah, we ended up going to the event, walking out. I had started texting my sister to help me with coordinating everyone to contact all the people because she had mentioned before. I was like, if you ever like, about proposals, who would you want there?
Yeah.
And I talked about who would I want there, and she went, I went there, and now I feel bad for those who weren't there. We try to keep it as small number as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the goal because otherwise it would be too much to handle and to coordinate, and
Yeah.
it's a very special moment too. Anywho, and I had my sister gave her contact list, reach out to these people, help me. This is a time. I had Google mapped it and everything, did little diagrams, drew, hey, I want it, have them here. Don't let them pass this line because you can see them from here when we come out, whatever. And I gave her, pictures of what would be nice and set up and everything. It was flowed real smoothly.
Yeah.
And I almost ruined it.
Oh, no.
Because when I announced it to my sister, I was like, I'm planning to propose to Gabby. She said, oh my gosh, I was so excited for me. And I was like, this is a message. The message I sent her was, I'm planning maybe to do it afterwards, to do it afterwards with her, with mom and her mom.
Okay.
Yeah. My mom and her mom. And I sent it to Gabby.
No, you did.
Yeah, I sent it to Gabby.
No.
And my heart was pounding. I was like, I gotta come up with something right now.
Whoa, eso no lo sabía.
Yeah, and I sent Gabby. Oh, sorry, that was my sister recommended this pizzeria, and it's right there in downtown Dallas. We're gonna try it right after. And she was like, "Oh," and we continued on with the rest of our conversation, whatever.
So I'm not. She's not here, right? So ella no, nomás siguió, like nomás siguió el flow.
Yeah.
Okay.
She didn't pick up on it apparently. Did you? No.
Sweet.
No. Every time we counted, she never. So like,
Yeah.
I even asked her, like, "Did you ever pick up on it?" She's like, "No." Like, I honestly thought, like, whatever.
Sí, no, o sea, nomás siguió la conversación.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
And I texted my sister Angie, I was like, oh my gosh, I just told her this and I sent it to her. She's like, oh, she knows. She knows. You already gave it away. She's not being negative. And then I told someone else, like, oh, did I get? She's like, no, that's good. I mean, you played it off very good. Like,
yeah. Like, como que le dijiste, pero no le dijiste.
Yeah. Like, because it was like a minute after that I came up with that because I was like, because at the same time, I was considering to go to this place soon after. Okay. So I was like, that restaurant, is there any way I can use it like for it? Oh, I'll just say that she recommended. But then I remember I did mention to her at one time. I was hoping she never remembered the name of the place. So anyway, so soon after we go out and then sure enough, everything went according to plan, and what was annoying is that people were like standing in front of the spot that was the "Will you marry me" sign, and there was this one guy just as I'm walking up, he's like him and his kid just walk up to the sign just staring at it. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But later on, my sister sent me some funny stories that she had to run off a couple people.
Yeah. Sí, porque estábamos allí y la gente se paraba. Y luego pasaban los niños y también como que se quedaban viendo como que, ¿qué va a pasar aquí? Y volteaban alrededor a ver dónde estaba la pareja. Pues no llegaban ustedes.
Yeah.
Like, esos primos se tienen que ir de ahí porque si no van a arruinarlo.
Well, they were saying my sister was pretty good at running them all.
Oh, no, she was good. Lo hizo muy bien. Lo Sí, pues lo hizo bien. Like, como si ya supiera lo que tenía que
She
hacer.
was awesome. Yeah, she really did her job.
Nice.
You know,
Felicidades.
yeah. Thank you, thank you. And so, yeah,
And thank you por invitarme
awesome.
también.
Of course, no,
That was,
thank you.
that was awesome. I
It was
mean,
an honor to have
ustedes
you.
dos son mejores amigos de cuanto a todo el distrito. A mí tengo muy buenos amigos, pero
Yeah,
siempre he tenido esa conversación con ustedes dos. Y aparte de pues, que ella es mi prima también. So,
yeah, we're gonna be family.
yes.
Amen.
So, it was fun. Fue una experiencia. Nunca había estado yo en un proposal.
Yeah.
Like, never,
Oh
never.
wow.
So, estuvo chido, se me hizo.
I've only been to one, two. I'm like two. I was at my sister Angie's proposal,
Okay.
and I'm very sorry if I was at someone else's and I don't remember. But besides hers, it was also Alex
Alex
Cordova's.
Córdoba.
Yeah, his proposal.
It was nice también,
Yeah,
¿verdad?
it was
Yo
really
no fui,
nice.
pero
That's
nomás
all.
miré las fotos.
Yeah.
Nice. That's good, felicidades.
Uh-huh.
De ahí iba a saltar a otro topic, pero ya se me olvidó. Pero no, creo que, maybe para la otra vez lo
Yeah.
discutimos ya. Porque creo que se va a tomar un poquito de tiempo. Entonces, estaría chido porque es algo que creo que yo y tú no lo hemos hablado. O sea, no
Uh-huh.
lo hemos discutido este
Oh.
tema, pero pensamos igual.
Okay.
Y creo que eso está chido.
Okay.
¿Sabes? Porque podemos tener una... Ahora sí me gustaría saber el punto de vista tuyo y que tú estás pasando. Pero next time lo hacemos.
Okay.
Gracias, Mark, por estar aquí.
Of
¿Algo
course.
más que quieras comentar?
No, that's basically it. This message was brought to you by Samsung. No, I'm kidding.
Samsung. ¿Ya traes el nuevo o todavía no?
Huh? No, it's that good. I don't have to upgrade.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
okay. Está good, que no tienes que hacer upgrade. Ya, yo
I don't
apenas...
have to upgrade, you know?
Yeah.
I hear these iPhones, they
That's
just,
just amazing.
it's the last, I feel like they do like the last 3 generations, they just
Same,
update, you know?
the same stuff.
Yeah.
Pero vamos a estar
I
hablando
feel like
por...
Margarito's gonna mute that, cut that part out.
Estamos hablando por ustedes.
What is it when they dub it? When with like he's gonna fill in iPhone with Samsung. Samsung.
Pero no, estamos hablando por esos hermanos que tienen iPhone. Que
Yeah.
Dios los bendiga.
Amen. Yeah. Let's do
Más-
it. Can we do a prayer now?
No, pero alguien estaba diciendo, invierte en las cosas que usas. Yo tengo Apple Stocks y me sentí un poco mal, pero pues las ganancias son buenas. Así es que no hay problema. Pero no, gracias a todos los que escucharon. ¿Algo más?
Yes. No, that was it.
Okay. Estuvo buena la plática, gracias,
Yes, it
Mark.
was good. Thank you.
Estuvo chida la plática. Esperemos que para la próxima podamos platicar un poco más. Esto es lo que sí me ha chido.
Amen.
Que podamos tener una plática y no hacer nomás preguntas. Esto
Yeah.
muy chido.
Yeah.
Gracias por por tener ese mismo caminito.
Of course.
Obvio que ya tienes muchas veces que lo has hecho, entonces ya tenemos
Yeah, I'm
como
becoming better. I'm getting better at it. I
So-
practice at home. No, I'm kidding.
A ver, ahora te voy a platicar. No, pero gracias, Mark, por tu tiempo. Gracias por hacer el
Yeah.
tiempo de estar aquí, Margarito. Shout out to Margarito. He's all the way in the back. Margarito, thank you.
Yes.
Y a todos los que escucharon o vieron este episodio, les agradecemos. Cuídense y nos vemos hasta la próxima.
Amen.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That was good.
Man.
Yeah.